Once again, we want to welcome you to our MMC platform. Thank you for following, subscribing, turning on the bell. Please continue following us and we shall get the best results. So, we have part B of that item. That item was mixed up. Part 1 was for element of construct 1, whereas part B is for element of construct 2. And straight away, I want us to look at part B. Part B reads, a certain school has a student population of 1,200 students. On a particular day, Joseph invited a fifth of the boys and a quarter of the girls to go to Trinity Hall for sports meeting. And 936 students were left behind. Okay. Now, the task says, find how many more boys than girls attended the meeting. Okay, thank you so much, dear viewers. According to that scenario, that task, it is saying, we can reread, it says, a certain school has a student population of 1,200 students. So the student population is 1,200. Okay? On a particular day, Joseph invited a fifth of the boys and a quarter of the girls. So first of all, we can say, let the number of boys be B, while the number of girls be G. So they are telling us, so we have to formulate equations. So the number of boys plus the number of girls must give us 1,200. Call this equation 1. Then equation 2 says, a fifth of the boys and a quarter of the girls. So now, a fifth of the boys plus a quarter of the girls will give us, those are the ones that were invited. But they have told us that 936 students were left behind. So those left behind were 936. In other words, those who were invited are 1,200 minus 936. So this gives us something, we call it 264. 264. So if this is the number that was invited, now that's a 50B plus a quarter G must equal 264. Call this equation 2. So from here, we can make this equation, remove the fractions by multiplying all through by the LCM. What's the LCM? 20. So by 20, by 20, by 20, by 5 once, by 5, 4, by 4 once, by 4. This gives us 5. So this, we now rewrite these equations. So we can say B plus G is equal to 1,200. Then 4B plus 5G. This will give us something to do with That gives us 5,280. 5,280. So remember, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So now we can solve them simultaneously. How? We can use the first method, or by letting one letter the subject. So from here, B is equal to 1,200 minus G. So carry this and substitute in this. That is substitution method. So we shall have 4 into B, which is 1,200 minus G, plus 5G. This will give us 5,280. 4 times 12, that is 48, minus 4G plus 5G will give us 5,280. So this gives us G. 5 minus that, giving us, this is 5,280 minus that will give us 480. Okay. So having got our G as 480, we can now get our B as 1,200 minus 480. So this gives us 720. 720. Okay. So now, remember our task says, find how many more boys attended the meeting than girls. So, to get the difference, we shall get the number of boys minus the number of girls will be 720 minus 480. So when you subtract that, what we come up with? We come up with 240. Okay. So now, in our conclusion, we shall say, therefore, 240 more boys than girls attended the meeting. As simple as that. So straight away, we are moving to part C. And our part C scenario says, Joseph has a house valued at 450 million. Its value increased by 25% after the first year, but in the second year, the value of the house depreciated by 10%. Part C says, find the value of his house at the end of the second year. Thank you so much. So now, what we have to do, the value of the house. First of all, the original value of the house is 45 million. Okay. Now, what are they saying? They are saying in the first year, the value increased by 25%. So we shall say, by the end of the first year, the value will be 100 plus 25. That is 125 So we can straight away convert this to shillings by multiplying by 45 million. So that gives us, when you multiply 56 million 250,000. Okay. Now, in the second year, the value we have been told depreciated by 10%. So that is 100 minus 10, giving us 90%. So changing that to cash, that means 90% of 56,250,000. So when you compute that, you come up with straight away 50,625,000. Okay. So now we shall conclude and say, according to our task, therefore, our task, remember, says find the value of his house at the end of the second year. So it said, therefore, at the end of the second year, the house will value shillings 50,625,000. Okay, as simple as that. Thank you so much for following. Please subscribe, turn on the bell, share, send in any scenarios. We shall answer you. God bless you. Shalom.